welcome to Squared Circle Boxing. This is a fighter profile, second in a second series. I'm joined here today by light heavyweight Josh Chapman.
Yeah.
How you going, mate?
Alright, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah.
So this is fighter profile. So what we do on this basically is tell us how it all started, how you got into boxing, basically.
Yeah. I got into boxing while I was still at school. It was just a friend. His stepdad was like Tony Harris, so I went down to Majestic Gym in Lenton, just tried it out, and then one day he said, "Oh, let's do a bit of body sparring," and I didn't hear it at the time, so I just went in full pelt, like hit him in his head, and he looked at me a bit weird, and then he just came at me with like some punches and stuff, and I like instinctually just moved out of the way, slipped to the side, and he looked at me, gave me that nod, and then from that day forward, I kind of just went in there. I met quite a few people in there. Ricardo, I can't remember if you remember Ricardo.
Yeah.
He was in there as well. That's where I met Daniel as well, Barrington Bryan. That's where I met him. It's the first time I met him. We were just training every day, literally every day. It was like training, but it didn't really take off from there because I played a lot of football at the time, and I was playing tennis as well. So I'd done quite a lot of other sports. And just from that, I kind of dipped in and out. And when I hit about 18, he took me down to my first amateur gym, which was built run by Ray Ricketts, and got me to my first amateur bar. Probably trained with for about a year or so. Got into my first amateur bar. That was down at Cambridge St Ives. Against a guy called Gurpal Singh. Me and Dean Packer went down there, and Luke Collins went down there as well. We went down there, and them two got the decision. I lost. I thought personally I got robbed, but obviously it was a home fight. Them two both got knockouts. Obviously I got into points, and even after the fight, people were buying me drinks saying that you got robbed. Even their local paper, it's on the internet now, said obviously I should have got a decision, but obviously I understand obviously boxing as well. Obviously it's their local fighter, he had his debut as well, and obviously and stuff like that. Then I had my second amateur bout, which I lost unfortunately again, but that one, I think it was the mental side of boxing that got to me. I got there about 2 in the afternoon, and I went in the ring till close to midnight, and I was tired. I just wanted to go home. And before I even got in the ring, I was mentally wasn't near. If you get what I mean, I wasn't near, and I just kind of fought to survive. And when I was in the ring, people said I was catching him, I caught him clean, but because mentally in my head, I just wanted to survive and just see the rounds out, not really get hurt. I didn't capitalise on them sort of situations. I can remember my third fight, that was against Christopher Sharp. He was unbeaten at the time from Borwell. Ray Ricketts didn't tell me he was unbeaten at the time. He basically just turned up, and it was a bit like a lion's den, because I think it was at Eastwood Hall, and underneath was where the warm-up was, and you could hear the ring upstairs, and someone got knocked out, and you heard it on the floor, and I was like, oh my god, what the hell am I doing here? And then, like, through the grapevine, talking to people, and the guy was saying, oh yeah, you're fighting that unbeaten guy, aren't you? I was like, am I? And I was on the pads walking the other way, I said, you told me this guy was unbeaten. And he was like, oh, I didn't know to tell, just in case it played on your head.
Yeah.
And then the fourth fight was a guy from Scunthorpe, and that fight I basically just won off the basic 1-2, just jabbing, because he was quite a come forward fighter. I basically just jabbed, stepped off to the side, 1-2, stepped off to the side, and that's where obviously the amateur career ended, kind of abruptly, but with a blessing as well, where I had my first child, Athena. At the time I was just an apprentice, earning on like £400 a month, and obviously my rent was £550, so I had to make my own wage and cover my things. So I was literally grafting in the freezing cold in my garage on my driveway, just to try and make sure we had some money to eat. It was even that bad. Some days I'd look in the cupboard thinking I've got a tin of beans and a bit of other stuff. I just wanted to make sure my partner ate, and some days I look at a tin of beans and I think, do I eat them today or do I eat them tomorrow? Because I literally didn't know when my next meal was coming. So that's where I obviously took some time away from boxing, and then slowly got back into it, met back up with...
When you say you slowly got back into it, what was the time period in between you stopping and starting again?
I think it was about 3-4 years.
Right,
literally,
good time off.
Yeah, literally my daughter's 4 now, so like I probably started training properly again about 1.5 years ago. Obviously down at Boys Club with obviously DCT. Obviously me and Echo have been quite close from back in the days. He's also godfather to my daughter as well.
Right.
me and him met via Daniel as well. We were sparring at the gym, what was that now?
Yeah.
So we've been at gym for years, we stopped and then went back to it. And he caught me with a body shot, I never forget it, left up to the body. I was giving him some pressure and caught him left up to the body. And me being me, too macho to take a knee.
Yeah.
And Daniel said, at them times, sometimes just take a knee, because obviously
That's
if you
right.
keep taking them
That's
situations like that, they'll just stop the fight. And then, but ever since then, we used to go on runs together. We used to push each other quite a lot, to be fair. And same with that Derek Asaze as well. He's a good close friend of mine. But it's a good close knit unit down there. Everybody gets on. You've been down there before.
Yeah.
So we all push each other. There's no egos. No matter what level you are, beginner. Obviously, you got to remember that Derek and Echo, like world level. Even with Seb now, with his win at the weekend. Well done, Seb, for the win at the weekend.
Yeah, it was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic win. All this elite, you've got elite level fighters, you've got middle range fighters, you've got people just coming off the street, just wants to have a go, and that's where the same DCT comes from as well. Everybody just wants to have
What
a
does
go.
DCT stand for?
Dreams come
Written
true.
on your top,
Yeah, dreams come
just tell
true.
everybody.
Yeah. Dreams come true. That no matter what walk of life, even if it's boxing you don't want to do, you just want to get off the street and just come and have a go and just meet new people and stuff like that. It's just.
I will say I've been down there quite a few times myself, and I've always been made to feel very welcome when I'm down there.
It's
always comfortable.
Yeah. People come through the door and see us all having a laugh, and like, without being stereotypical, a lot of us are different origins, backgrounds and stuff like that. It can be quite intimidating to walk through the door at Hyson Green, the back of a boys could be thinking, I don't really want to go in there, but as soon as you come in you get to know, basically it's all big kids and just,
that's it.
do you know what I mean? It's
One
like
big family.
Yeah, one big family. It's literally like, they say you can pick your family and then you don't choose your family, but you can pick your friends, but they've become like your second family in that place, you know what I mean? It's like, if you can pick a better, different background, different walks of life all come together and just make one big happy unit, yeah. So
One big team.
Yeah, one big team, yeah.
Team DCT.
Yeah, all the way.
Well, like I say, when you say like Derek Jose
Yeah.
and Echo Esserman,
Yeah.
like when we're talking for the people who are watching that don't know,
Yeah.
this is Derek Jose,
Yeah.
who's Ultimate Boxer champion.
Yeah, also
You got Echo Esserman, who's English
He's
champion.
champion, yeah.
So you're training with some top level guys.
Top level guys, yeah, just like, and in there, like, people say you surround yourself with people that you want to be around, and like, they're the sort of people that even now, I'm 29, I still inspire to be like them because their work ethic and everything else. And you've got to have that circle of people around you that inspire you to become better people and better.
Well, I will say when I've been down there, like some other gyms that you go to, it's like the champions are there and they're doing their own thing in the corner and all that. But I've been down there and I've seen both Derek and Echo training with the kids, teaching the kids, and I just think that's brilliant. You know, what I mean? A good. I've seen yourself doing it as well, and I think that's just brilliant for the community. You know what I mean?
It is a nice place to be and stuff like that, and like, I think that's why I like being around there as well. Even outside of boxing, we have like cookouts. So we like, sometimes they come around to my house and we go out to like Mark's house, and Mark Howard, one of the other coaches as well. Yeah. He does some good food and stuff like that. He always misses cups of good food. You know what I mean? So it's
Mr. Saturday night.
Yeah, it's Saturday night. Yeah. Like all together in obviously the boxing gym, even outside the boxing gym, like we went on that camp at Future Ventura as well. I think that was a turning point for me when I thought I want a piece of this pie. Like, I wasn't the fittest, no doubt. I was nowhere near the fittest, especially on that hill run. Like, I came last, but Kiddo was driving up the side of me and said, "Do you want to jump in the car?" And like, my leg was saying, "Yeah, jump in." My head was saying, "No, you're going to the top of the hill and you're going to finish it." And like, obviously, them guys were all training for fights, and I wasn't at the time. But like, even that Terry Moore was there as well. So we was all like training, pushing each other. Delmar was also on the obviously on the 19th show.
We've got Delmar coming later in the week. So.
Yeah, so he was there as well. And we was all like pushing each other. And I thought it was a turning point for me, thinking, I can live this lifestyle. I can do it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right, so you got your pro debut coming up on the 19th of October, Britannia Hotel, Knott's Boys.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Some days I wake up and I think, boy, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then some days I think, I'm excited for this, I can't wait. and it's like something that you get again. It's boxing is a hell of a mental game. It can destroy you before you even got in the ring.
Yeah.
And I can even talk to Echo. I'm like, yo, do you ever get nervous, or do you ever feel like you're doing the right decision, or like this is the right career path? Or like, for me, obviously, I work as well. I have a full-time job, so like, and then obviously I see sometimes the strain it takes on my family as well, because obviously I can't go out for the regular meals. I'm sat there on the side and stuff. But yeah, all in all, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to having some fried chicken after, because I'm hungry.
I hear that quite a lot. You're not the first person to say that.
Trust me. Literally, I always said to my partner, like, listen, when I come out of the ring, you need to get it on Just Eat and get me some food, because I'm going to be hungry. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Great. Well, we're there. We'll catch up and then we'll be shouting for you.
Yeah.
So who's your boxing idols then?
Boxing idols, I've always loved Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
I always loved this style. And I love Andre Ward. People say I have that same sort of style, probably that's why I like start watching it. It's very calm.
Yeah.
Obviously everybody loves Muhammad Ali, don't he? Just for what he does in and outside of the ring. Obviously he's an advocate for like the movement and everything else like that. But even go back as far as, I used to enjoy watching people like Chapman Dempsey and stuff like that. I used to go back, like my mama who raised me, a woman that raised me, and she used to love boxing as well, so like we used to go back to all them old time fighters and watch some of them and stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like,
brilliant.
There's a catalogue of different styles in my head that if I ever struggle I can revert to, or stuff like that, do you know what I mean? So
you got a good boxing education.
Yeah, boxing education, yeah. I'm not much of, I like the, people say that you got like Andre Ward and like Mayweather boring, but to watch them properly and just like the small movement and stuff like that, I even listen to them talk, because I was watching boxing the other week and I didn't watch it on Sky, I watched it by a Top Rank, and if you listen to like Andre Ward talk and I was talking about the boxing, it was like, wow, it was a lot different. No disrespect to like Sky Sports pundits and stuff like that, but listen to him talk and stuff like that, and he said like, when you're in close, rest your head on the shoulders, and then, because obviously they can't get the punches off properly, and like, you're saying when you find someone that's a power puncher, naturally you think, move away, but he said, go towards power.
Yeah.
And then obviously the extension of the punch that come off is quick, and it's just like little things thinking, okay, then I'll pick it up and I'll take on board. And obviously you have to listen before you act, kind of thing as well. Same with like when we're in the gym, even I look up to my coach, because his fighting skill is amazing. Like most coaches you think, oh yeah, and even now some of the punches he gives you, you're thinking, geez, like they hurt.
Well, I say, I think it's good to learn from somebody like that who's got the experience, who's got the knowledge.
Yeah.
Can't beat it, can you? So, you on social media then? How do people go about getting tickets?
I'm on social media. You just have to. I'm quite old school. Just go on Josh Chapman on Facebook. I ain't got Instagram or Twitter. Derek takes me account me, so I'm the youngest old man he knows. I've only just got internet banking and shit, basically.
Old man he knows.
Yeah, literally got internet banking in February just because I was going to Future Ventura.
Yeah. So
I could transfer him some money. So just Josh Chapman on Facebook. Get at me this weekend. Throughout the week, I'm off this weekend. So,
drop you a message and you'll get tickets too.
Yeah, straight away. Yeah.
Alright, lovely. So, is there anybody you'd like to thank, Josh?
I just want to thank obviously everybody at DCT. I can't really name everybody because it's a massive family. Just want to thank also Wingy as well. He puts a lot of time and effort into the gym.
This is Wing.
Yeah, Wing Racking and Shelving.
It's
on the t-shirt here. I've got my family's JD and Ponds and the Courtyard, which is in Beeston.
Yeah.
Obviously I was Lionheart Print as well. Also want to thank obviously my partner as well. She's been there for me. Obviously my family for putting up for me, friends, everybody like that. Sorry if I forgot you. Also Scott Pownell, who's obviously does XL Clinic, does massages. He's been helping me out with my little niggles as well. So everybody who's around me, just know that when I'm grumpy, it's because I'm hungry and I'm tired and I'm sorry. But it will all come, dreams come true. So we'll be there come 19th. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Josh Chapman, thank you very much for talking to Squid Circle.
Thank you very much for the opportunity as well for inviting me around.
You're welcome, mate. We'll be there watching, like I say, on the night and anyway. So we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thank you.